Hey, everybody, we are live. Guinness Girl, we are hella live. To the Coco Show, we are June the 6th, 2025. Y'all, how the hell are you doing? Listen, we are in Dramaville. That's what's happening right now. Past 24 hours, not even 24 hours. Drama City, honey. But before we hop into the tea, y'all see who's on that? Is that the right side, y'all? The poster? I got a special guest. Yes, I do. But you know the drill. Before we hop into it, don't forget, y'all, we work so hard to put content every single day, and it means the world to us. Like, share, and subscribe to Jean Claude and the whole team Beyond Mystic channel. It's Jean Claude at Beyond Mystic. Here's all of our amazing uncensored content. And of course, if you are more into YouTube, boo boo, we got you there too at Jean Claude Beyond Mystic Double Three. And we are Simoc Casting right now on YouTube as well. My show, we've been doing it for maybe the past 2, 3 shows. So, everybody on YouTube, how y'all doing? That sounded a little bit like everybody who's kung fu fighting. Okay, let's come back to it. And we have this amazing promo with Sunny and Meg. They started their new show. I'm so happy to be working with them. It's so freaking amazing. And they have this amazing promo, their Astro Crystal kit. Go to their shop. Let me put this down. Hey, hey, Mr. Trump. You could just go to their site and punch in their promo code Astro Crystal to get 10% off on their amazing Astro kit. I have one in my purse. Megan Sunny gave one during the conference we had, the Beyond Mystic conference, and I have that in my purse, darling. Yes, my purse is hella heavy because of Megan Sunny with my little, all my crystals in my purse. But listen, it's worth it because I'm feeling amazing. I don't know about y'all, but I am feeling fantastic. Thank you, Meg. And last but not least, we have this moment to celebrate the divine masculine in your life, darling. The Father's Day giveaway with Ascension Orgonites. You use the promo code Father's Day 25%, and y'all, you shop and you could win. And it's an amazing giveaway with the one and only Carla. So go and visit her site. Y'all know I got my pyramids. Listen, I got one here. I keep on showing it all the time to y'all. I got one pyramid here. I got one near our bedrooms as well, honey. I have another one in honey. Like my friends come around and like, what is all of these pyramids around your house? I just tell to them, mind your own business and just go shop on Carla's site. That's it. That's it. So everybody, how are you guys doing? How is life? How was your week? Please tell me everything. SN Milton is feeling fantastic. Girl, and first of all, my child, school is almost done. So my child is here. And that little human being is living her best life. Like she's not paying rent in here and using all of my electricity, all of my food, everything, honey. I can't. It's just intense. But yes, Crypto Blonde, it's been a crazy ass week. And I want to talk about this crazy ass week and the weeks before and the month before with my special guest, the one and only mi amiga. Please welcome Signora Carla. Hola, amiga.
Hello.
How you been, girl?
Good. How are you? How is everybody?
Apparently everybody's doing well. Look at that. Great. Couldn't feel any better. Y'all have been
We're already seasoned. We know how to deal with the drama. We're past it. Yeah.
It's so true. It is. Yeah, we are totally past it. However, I want to go down this, we call it a rabbit hole. Not really. Maybe life aha moments, life, I don't know, waking up or just realizing, okay, that's how it rolls. Because, yes, I'm showing that again. I know I spoke about it last week. And why am I talking about it again this week? Because I had a moment with Carla. She was doing her coffee and chats show. So before she hit front stage, we were backstage chit-chatting about your noodles being twisted.
Right.
And my noodles being hella twisted. Honey, it's more twisted. It's in a bunch in my closet, and they are pissed off as fuck. Just saying. So we had this huge conversation, and I was like, Carla, you need to stop talking. We need to talk about this on my show. Can you please come? Because like other people need, like the audience need to hear this, and you need to share your story. You can only be doing pyramids and candles and being fabulous at home. You need to share your story.
Right.
So she saw this show. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you saw the show with Jean-Claude as well and Cliff.
Yeah.
That was on May. Yeah, May 25th as well. That show was totally hit ballpark for me. And I could see here the comment, John Dizil, epiphany. That's the word.
Yeah, and you definitely have to watch that show a couple of times. I have to rewatch it like 2 or 3 times to like.
Girl, I was taking notes, and till this
Right.
day, when I talk to Jean-Claude, I'm like, you remember when we had that meeting? And I keep on coming back, and he just looks at me and he laughs, and I'm like it's still in my head. I can't get it out. And yeah, it was literally an epiphany. So we're this funky energies. We'll chat about it later as well. Our noodles are twisted, and here we are today.
Right.
Carla, how did you shared to me a specific story, and for me, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's all there. Like clearly the twisted noodles, how we I can't say the word properly, qualia.
Yeah.
And the art of respecting qualia, and that's what happened to you and your husband, and you guys just told, especially your husband, like he just, please share. Yeah,
Yes.
everybody needs to know.
No, we were talking, you and I, about, because I was listening to Cliff's show, and this has been going on for a while, since the beginning of the year. And when I watched Cliff's show with JC, something just, clicked, and I was like, oh, this is what happened. So, sometimes you get those moments where all the puzzle pieces come together and you see the whole picture. So what happened is that at the beginning of the year, things were like really weird, really wonky. Energies were wonky. Things started happening to us that are not usual, like things breaking down in our house that were brand new, or things weren't working. Even the car gave us trouble. We started seeing like problems and things that just didn't make any sense, right? But I kept thinking like, it's okay. It's the astrology. It's the energies. It's everything. My husband has been saying for months, that something's here, something's happening. And I kept going crazy. Like, what do you mean something's here? Cleaning the house, everything. Finally, he was like, that's it. You're not listening to me. I'm going to go get a reading.
It's so funny. All the poor things, like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen for myself. Okay.
Right. Because I think it was universe sending us messages like, hey, something's happening, but we weren't paying attention. So it was escalating. The problems were escalating. That's usually what happens. So he ends up getting a reading, and the girl tells him that, something is happening. There are people around our life that we're having problems with, normies in our life that we're having problems with, that subconsciously, and I want to make this clear, subconsciously, energetically, so they don't even know that they're doing it. They're not even aware what's happening. They were sending us bad energy. And they created this black cloud around themselves and us. And it was to the point where it was affecting our daily life, and things started like really going wonky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding you. As soon as we cleared that and we did the work to clear it, within hours, we started getting problems solved, and things that we have been working on for months all of a sudden just happened without any effort. So I was like, whoa, and then also one part of that Cliff said is that we're all being shown our karma and karmic loops and things that we're supposed to be paying attention and to work on. And for me in particular, these people that I was having problems with, we have a lot of karmic karmic history, let's say. Yeah. So everything came together, and I was like, whoa, we need to, first of all, I should have listened to the messages 3 months ago instead of waiting. And two is sometimes we're not even realizing that people without knowing, without, it's, in my case, it's like people that are very stuck in the 3D see our lives so much different now. We are basically disconnected and they don't understand what we're doing. And because they don't understand it, it makes them uncomfortable. So without even realizing it, they just send you bad energy because they go, oh, she's doing well and whatever. But it wasn't, I don't even feel bad about it. And then this is another thing that Cliff said. It's what matters is how you react, right? Because when I found out what was happening from my husband's reading, I could have gone and said, oh, these people, they're horrible, I'm not going to talk to them anymore. And then I was talking to my grandmother about it, and she was like, no, you do the opposite. You do love. You send them love. You don't feel upset. First, you know that it's not a conscious thing that they're doing. So they're not doing it on purpose. They're not like talking bad about you and doing it on purpose. This is energetical. And second of all, everybody has their process. Everybody's on a different path. And love is the most important tool we have. So I was like, you know what? Just listening to all of that, putting the video together, the story together, the conversation with my grandmother, it was like, you know what? It's true. So every time somebody, so it passes my mind, I go, send them love, I send them love, I send them love. And I cannot tell you, Coco, the peace that I felt. It's been so peaceful. It's been great since all that happened.
Girlfriend, I totally feel you. I totally understand. And this is the kind of conversation that I do have with friends around me. And I'm going to say it as well. I do have these kind of, how can I say that properly? Because I'm thinking in French and I'm like translating in English. But I was having this conversation with my daughter, and she was saying, okay, why don't we see these people as much as before, or this person, pretty much this person as much as before? And I like tried to explain to her, it's like taking a walk in the forest, and that you're chit-chatting with that friend in the forest, and then suddenly you have your two paths, and your friend's like, no, I want to take this side on the right, and you're like, but here on the left, it looks more easier, there's more light, it's more clear. And they're like, no, 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 I want to take that side. Well, then you both decide to take your own path, and it's okay. But maybe those two paths will make you come back at the end, or no, but it's okay. Right. Just don't bring, like your abuela, grandmother, said, just give it love and light. I know how it's difficult, because you would have spoken to me 2-3 years ago. No, the fire in me would have told you to fuck off. Sorry, I'm on YouTube. I'm so sorry, Jean-Claude. Would have gave the F bomb. We're gonna cut off. We're gonna cut off YouTube in later in a couple of minutes. But yeah, so I had this conversation. It's like maybe the beginning of the past week with my own daughter, and then that I had right after this conversation with you. It's just mind blowing that it's happening. And I have this question here with an audience. Her Miller, what's your input, Carla? Can you allow or disallow someone to send you energies or bad energies? I wonder if that's what, or just simple energies.
Right. I don't know that you can't control other people and what they do, right? Yeah, but you can protect yourself. So when my grandmother was telling me send them love, it's not that you are going to allow everything that they're doing and be okay with it. Is that you're still going to place your boundary, right? But it comes from a place of understanding. So my boundary is set. I'm not allowing that to come in anymore. But I'm also not upset about it at the same time, because I understand the process and I understand what's happening. And sending them love is the best thing I can do. So I don't know that you can disallow somebody to send you energies. I think you just have to protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Right. Protect but the thing is,
yourself. Yeah.
If you don't know that that's happening, how do you, because I protect myself all the time. I'm surrounded by pyramids all day and crystals and things, right? But because it was somebody direct to me, it was, you kind of let your guard down because you're not thinking that could happen, or you're not really aware, because we're all in our daily life. And yeah, you can place protection, but they're going to find a little hole, maybe a day where you weren't feel so well.
Exactly.
And energy, right?
Yeah, a little day that you had literally you had a bad day. I don't know, your car didn't start it, or I don't know,
could be
light bulb
right
doesn't lit up in your house, and you're like, oh, I don't want to go on a freaking shelf and whatever and like fix it up. just that little moment, but it's okay. Like, I'm not telling you guys, oh, you always have to be on top of your game, 100% pure light and namaste, peace and love. No, like, it happens. Like,
Right.
I always say it on my show, like, one day I wake up and I might feel totally out of it and I have to do a live and I tell you guys, listen, I feel like crap, but the show must go on and let's do this. It happens, but we just have to protect, like you say, our surroundings. And that's, I always share that to, like, when I have these conversations with my friends, are like, okay, but how do you do it? I'm like, but I'm not going to, like your grandmother said, send love, whatever, but I'm not going to fuel the conversation even more. I rather take a step back and protect my little cocoon.
Right.
I'm healthy, my family is healthy, everybody's doing well. I'm happy. I've never been as happy as in my 43. I'm like 43. I'm like, I'm feeling great. Yes, y'all. I know sometimes I'd be cranky on my live show. Don't blame me, okay? Okay. I still have my days that I'm like, this is bull crap.
Oh, we
But
all do.
we
Yeah.
all do it. But I've never been as happy. Like when I quit my job, my government job, and hop on with Beyond Mystic. For me, like I always said, I am on my, in French, we say, je suis sur mon X. So I'm in my spot, my X spot. I don't know how to say
You're
it
in
in
my
English.
zone. You're in your zone. Like, or yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Look at DigiBeam. Honey. Okay, darling.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
We're taking it all. So yeah, I totally agree with you. And we have to be careful with that. And I said it last week and I say it again. You could post on your social media, your personal life, but don't post too much. Don't post everything. I had people in my life that would post like almost when they would go to and do their groceries, how pathetic it was of like always, I shouldn't use the word pathetic. I take that back. How it was normalized for that person to always post everything of their personal life, and now all hell broke loose and they were wondering why is all of this bad juju falling on me. Well, because people with their bad energy, like you said, subconsciously, like they could look at your Instagram, whatever, oh yeah, like cute, whatever, but the unconsciousness will be like giving that bad energy
Yeah.
to you. So when you brought that up, it just like confirmed to me. I'm like, okay, I'm not freaking crazy, and I'm not like too strict, because I know that Sagittarius, we could become very preachy and like this is the word, but not at all. Like that's not where I was coming from. So, see y'all, I'm so happy that y'all not crazy and Carla not crazy. We're in
No.
the same zone.
Yeah. And one other thing that I wanted to also mention is that we can also feed that bad energy because, oh, thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it too. We can also feed that bad energy because, you know, when you're having trouble with people, you have somebody in your life that you can't, you know, you're not seeing eye to eye. And this was something else that I told you is that I've been feeling, everybody has always talked about once you have an awakening, people that don't resonate with you anymore are just gonna kind of like fade away. Sometimes those people are close to you and it's harder for that to happen. So there's going to be a moment where you know, it's hard because what do you say is like, I don't want to participate into the toxic 3D behaviors, but do I want to cut you off completely from my life? So it's hard, right? But the
Yeah.
way that we feed that energy also is that if you're constantly talking bad about somebody, that's gonna come back to you as well.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that I learned is like, don't talk negative, even if you're having a problem. Don't say anything negative about them. Just send them love. Place your boundary and enforce it, right? Because we want to be protected. We don't want to let anything of that in. We don't want them to, we don't want to participate in the behavior, but don't feed into it. Don't, you know, say anything negative about them. Just send them love. And
Go.
that worked for me. Even if the problem is not solved in the 3D, at least I'm at peace knowing that I'm not reciprocating whatever is happening, you know?
Look at y'all. Look at Carla. She be dropping the mic right now. She's taking my show over.
No, no, I'm not. I'm
She's
not.
taking my y'all. You could take my show, girl. I got so much work to do in the back end with Jean Claude and Janine, honey. You can you can take the show, girl. Take it, sister. I don't mind. What you're saying of how did you say that? Let me that if you talk badly of other people, it comes back to you. That's how you said it.
Right.
Yeah.
Similar. It's like if you're always harping, oh, that person did
Mhm.
this to me. And oh my God, can you believe it? Or do you remember when that happened? Do you remember when they said that? It's like it doesn't serve you to go like always beating the drum of like, oh, this happened to me. This person hurt me. This person did that. It doesn't do anything. All you're doing is you're feeding the negative energy and you're actually making it bigger. So,
Totally.
right. One of
Can
the ways
we
to cut it off from your end to stop the negativity.
I had this book when I bought this book a while ago. When was it? Maybe 6 years ago. I don't know. And I was at this dinner with friends. Well, it was the birthday party of a friend, and she brought friends, from friends of friends of friends. So the people that I don't see a lot, but I see them like at weddings or.
Right.
And she was talking to me in a way, and when it strikes you, you're talking to somebody, and you're like, wait a minute, did I read that somewhere? And what you're telling me is the same thing what we had as conversation, her and I. I don't know if you guys know about this book. Correct me if you're like Coco, that's like old stuff. Sorry, but have you ever read this book, The Four Agreements?
No, I don't think I
Girlfriend. It's a thin book, so easy to read. And what you're saying about, bad talk, gossiping, and that exchange of energy, it's such a quick read and it's so good. And I like when I had that conversation with the girl at the restaurant, I started to read it back again. And then now I'm like having all of this, what I'm living right now is just like coming all together. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I have this feeling that we are preparing, and I'm saying we as everybody that's watching and you as well, Carla, for something that is so much bigger than what we think it is. And so much light, and it's big and it's huge. It's amazing. Like I keep on saying that to my partner at home, and I'm like, okay, like, babe, we need to be ready. Like
right.
ready. Like your health needs to be ready. Everything. Your mindset has to be ready. Everything. Your sight, your sense of energy that's coming in and out of the house, of when you go, even when you go and do your groceries. Like I just enter the door to go to the groceries, and I just check my energy and like people that's around me. Is it me that's like crazy, or it's just a normal process that we're
No, I
going
think
through?
so. I think you're right. And I think we're also being called to face all these things that we have to clean out. That's why many of us, mostly all of us, especially these people that watch these kind of shows, we're all having some type of issue with family members, friends. It's a theme because I think we're all called to clear the karmas, to clear everything that all those old patterns that don't serve anymore. And why would we be cleaning them if we're not making space for something better,
Mm,
right?
mm. Oh, Carla, listen, look, the Coca Show. Hmm. Sorry for you, Carla. Sorry for you. Todo no está bien. Carla is stuck with me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. So anyway, we did that part of the show. We had that one-to-one conversation and brainstorming of like, okay, all of these energies. Let's hop into. I want your input, your honest input. But before that, I have to tell to everybody that's on YouTube, follow us and hop on to Rumble to watch this part of the show, because it's going to be a little bit more crunchier. I want to chat about what Elon Musk posted on X yesterday, like afternoon, evening-ish. So I want to chat about that. So let's go, y'all, in the comments. Give us your analyze of the situation. I'll just unplug us from YouTube. So everybody that's on YouTube, hop on the other side on Rumble, and I will just remove this here. Remove.